A Russian tanker with fuel oil crashed in the Kerch Strait. One sailor died, and the rest of the crew were evacuated. The old ship was broken in half due to the strong waves during the storm. Thousands of tons of oil products ended up in the sea. Emergency situation. Mooring cable breakage during rigging operations at sea. The Sri Lankan Navy is trying to prevent an environmental disaster. For several days now, a fire has been burning on a cargo ship anchored near the port of Colombo. The Singapore-flagged ship was sailing from the Indian state of Gujarat and was carrying thousands of containers, including chemicals and fuel. As a result of the incident, 8 containers with pellets for the production of polyethylene, mixed with burnt oil, have already fallen into the water, which has polluted the popular Negombo beach located near the capital. In the North Sea, a Portuguese-flagged container ship crashed into the tanker Stena Immaculate, which was anchored. Both vessels were engulfed in fire, and the crew immediately called rescue vessels. The collision occurred near the English port. The tanker was carrying jet fuel, and the container ship, according to some reports, was also carrying poisonous sodium cyanide. The ships have taken critical damage and cannot be repaired. No people were injured.
Lukke røde lukkemidler. Tilbage 4. Tilbage 4. Tilbage 4.
During a patrol in the waters of the Faroe Islands, the French trawler Bruix was suspected of illegal fishing. When a patrol ship approached him, the French trawler refused to let the inspection team on board and headed for the territorial border. During the chase, the two vessels collided. No one was injured.
Peace.
The Russian cargo ship broke in half, unable to withstand the impact of the wave. The crew is requesting assistance. A cargo ship carrying almost 3,000 vehicles is on fire near the world-famous bird habitat off the coast of the Netherlands, as fire and rescue crews wait for the flames to subside before attempting to board the vessel. The Fremantle motorway, en route from the German port of Bremerhaven to Singapore, caught fire shortly before midnight on Tuesday, about 17 miles north of the Dutch island of Ameland, raising fears of an environmental disaster. A container ship rammed a tanker in the North Sea off the coast of Great Britain. As a result of the collision, a fire broke out on the ships. Rescue boats and firefighting vessels were immediately called in to deal with the consequences. The tanker suffered a hole in the hull and was extinguished, while the container ship burned out completely. The crews were evacuated and no one was injured. Amazon cargo ship caught in a 10-point storm. There are very long and high waves in the Bay of Biscay. You need to be prepared for this. Rare footage from the bridge of the aircraft carrier USS Kitty Hawk, returning home to the naval base in Yokosuka, Japan, during a powerful storm. The starboard bridge at the bow was severely damaged by the impact of strong waves, and the safety net was torn off. Currently, the aircraft carrier has been removed from active service. A chemical tanker crashes into waves over 10 meters high during a hurricane-force wind off the coast of Portugal. A powerful storm of this category can or severely damage a ship.
A giant cargo ship transports timber during a storm. These waves are quite powerful and high. At such moments, the full force of nature is really felt.
A large Greek chemical tanker has collided with giant waves in the North Sea. A storm of this magnitude may not happen often and is capable of damaging a vessel. A fishing boat is sailing through a powerful storm. Huge waves cover the ship and toss it like a light boat. I wonder if the team is scared.
نفتك بالعكس يا جحش.
بعد عبود عبود
Holy shit.
He definitely got that motor at 50% off. Now it's 100% off.
Clamps aren't supposed to hold that on. Alright, get the pedals.
In December 2019, a massive cargo ship was caught in a fierce storm off the coast of Sardinia, Italy. It ended up running aground, and while the crew was safely evacuated a few hours later, the ship was so badly damaged it had to be dismantled piece by piece.
A cruise ship sailing through the legendary Drake Strait between the southernmost tip of South America and Antarctica was caught in a powerful storm. "40-foot heart-stopping waves that were enough to knock other passengers off their feet. This is really an unforgettable adventure, perhaps for which people go on an ocean cruise. Incredible footage captured inside a cruise ship caught in a tropical hurricane. The ship is tossed from side to side, causing everything inside to collapse.
Careful, that window's open. Windows are open, don't fall out.
Everything that could go wrong with this fireworks ship did. Speed limits aren't just for roads, they're for the ocean too. Any faster, and this ship would have sunk.
Must be pretty tender.
Yeah.
On Saturday, May 17th, 2025, the Mexican Navy's tall training ship Cuauhtémoc struck the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City during a global goodwill tour. The vessel, carrying 277 people, lost power and steering as it was maneuvering away from Pier 17, causing it to drift into the bridge's abutment on the Brooklyn side just before 8:30 p.m. The ship's 3 towering masts clipped the bridge and snapped, with some crew members standing on the masts as they broke and fell to the deck, leaving several sailors dangling from harnesses until rescued. The crash resulted in 2 crew members' deaths and at least 19 injuries, 2 of which were critical.
An emergency situation has occurred off the coast of New South Wales after dozens of containers fell from a cargo ship during a storm at sea. Now there are questions about how securely they were secured during loading at the port.
Give the coat back.
The footage shows an attempt to hijack a cargo ship, Private guards are firing automatic rifles at a speedboat. The boat was neutralized and sank.
All the way out! All the way out! Coming!
In Egypt, a Red Zed oversized cargo ship lost control due to a steering system failure, rammed a pier, and ran aground in the Suez Canal.
لا إله إلا الله! يخرب بيت أبوه! إيه ده؟ التليفون مش عارف! لا إله إلا الله!
Aurora Australis, in a fully developed force 9 gale on her way to Antarctica. Wind 40-45 knots. Significant wave height 9 meters, but the most impressive wave is the dumping 14-meter breaker just ahead of the ship. What to do with the wreckage of the Wakasio? Is this the Japanese merchant ship that ran aground and then split in half, dumping more than 100 tons of hydrocarbons into the turquoise waters off Mauritius? Japan and France have announced that they have sent experts to the government of Mauritius. A large fishing vessel flying the flag of the Netherlands confidently passes the waves in a storm. Its load capacity is 5,162 tons. The crew of a Dutch cargo ship was rescued during a storm off the coast of Norway. The ship was in danger of sinking and causing an oil spill. The footage shows some of the 12 crew members jumping into the ocean, after which they were rescued by a helicopter. The rest were lifted straight from the deck. All of them were taken to a safe place. huge waves hit Stina, ferry from Holyhead to Dublin.
What's Oh my god. Oh my god. It's gonna crash.
This trip to Antarctica is getting really interesting.
Oh my god.
An oil tanker was caught in a storm off the coast of Wales, which also affected the Bay of Biscay. A huge tanker goes underwater into the sea. The 3,400-ton vessel sails through a storm in the North Sea. Ship loses cargo during storm. An oil vessel in distress ran aground off the coast, a few dozen meters from Réunion Island. A serious accident, as the island is being shaken by a strong tropical cyclone. A large cargo ship ran aground in Mauritius and broke apart, leading to a major oil spill. The aftermath of a major hurricane in the Indian Ocean. part of the cargo on the ship was lost.
We stopped.
The Fedra engines failed to start, and efforts to secure new lines from 3 large tugs failed. It was pinned up against the cliffs below the Europa Point lighthouse. 4 of the ship's crew were airlifted to safety by the gallant efforts of the Spanish Coast Guard.
That probably did it.
I tried to have a nice relaxing pee and it all got blown away. Oh, calm down.
Imagine the violence of the storm.
Yeah.
It's still very stormy.
The Welland Canal in Canada is wide enough for ships to pass each other with ease. But this time, luck wasn't on the captain's side.
A 160-meter-long cargo ship was caught in a devastating storm near the Cape of Good Hope. The ship's roll reaches 32 degrees at a critical 40.
Congratulations, your van just got hit with an unexpected drive-through remodel.
मैंने शुरू से बोला था आपको। ओ यार अल्लाह खैर, पूरी तबाही हो गई यार। ये क्या हो रहा है? वीडियो जोड़ो। दामाई ताऊने बेचे दा बचान की रास्ता। तबाही उशवा।
You can be minding your own business and then someone else comes along and ruins everything?
ये सारा तबाही।
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Petersburg wanted the fresh catch of the day, not the fresh crash of the day.
No way.
Being this close to a ship launch is like standing behind a jet engine, bold but reckless.
The cargo ship Grand America sank 330 kilometers west of La Rochelle after a fire. There were 2,200 tons of fuel oil on board in the cargo compartments. On the morning of 16th April 2014, the ferry MV Sewol sank while en route from Incheon towards Jeju City in South Korea. The 6,125-ton vessel sent a distress signal from about 2.7 kilometers north of Byongpungdo at 0858 KST.
He's gonna have to circle us first. We're still moving.
Coast Guard helicopter rescue in the middle of the ocean from Carnival Sensation ship. One of the passengers had a medical emergency and had to get airlifted to a hospital.
There he goes. Guys, let's go. Great.
Bravo, amico mój, brawo!
The 195-meter-long oil tanker was caught in a 12-point storm. The wind speed reaches 50 meters per second.
What's that?
Il est cassé. Là. Ça y est, il se casse.
Ay, Dios. Ya. Joder.
A severe storm caught a cargo ship in the Pacific Ocean. Huge waves are rolling on the deck.
Нихуя себе, блядь. Вот это въебало, блядь. Не знаю, блядь. Хорошо, что не вышли, блядь.
In 2019, a ship captain in South Korea gained global notoriety after crashing into a bridge. An investigation later revealed he was drunk and couldn't understand the English warnings about the imminent collision. For several participants, the 2018 Auckland Boat Show in New Zealand took a disastrous turn when a crash left them with costly damage instead of prize money.
Oh, that was scary. Look at the guy on his face.
Have we really learned nothing from the Titanic?
Yeah.
Fishing vessel passes through a powerful storm. A Chinese Navy warship collided with its own Coast Guard vessel while chasing a Philippine patrol boat in the South China Sea. This rare and dramatic incident has attracted the attention of the world community. The South Korean merchant ship Stellar Banner was sunk off the coast of the Brazilian state of Maranhão after running aground and sustaining serious damage. The initial inspection showed that the cargo ship had a 25-meter-long hole. The decision to sink the vessel was made after a thorough assessment of its condition.
Sensing trouble, a port worker in Barcelona began filming just as a ship veered dangerously close to the port equipment.
Противовес.
Быстрее, иди ты как...
A large loaded cargo ship sails in the Pacific Ocean through a 10-point Beaufort storm.
बड़ा वाला आ रहा है अभी
はい、スティーバーイン体当たりしました。スティーバーイン体当たりしました。はい、スティーバーイン体当たりしました。
Fighting fire with fire is one thing, but fighting a ship with a water cannon is a whole different ballgame. What do you do when another ship is coming right for you? Anything but hang over the ledge and stare.
Wow! Rosa atau apa?
The smaller ship almost made it until it didn't.
High seas in the middle of Atlantic Ocean in winter season. 12. Beaufort wind speed. Hurricane. Continuous rolling pitching. Vessel tried to proceed towards Canada with half a head, but 0 GPS speed, only drifting southerly. The cargo ship sinks to the bottom. On board the ship MS Expedition, Force 12 on the Beaufort scale, from the Antarctic Peninsula to South America. Naval experiment in the Pacific Ocean. An American warship or platform is deliberately sunk and spills into the water in an upright position in order to switch between horizontal and vertical orientations. A fire broke out on the cargo ship at night. As a result, all the cars were destroyed.
Grabing lakas.
This ship played the role of the world's slowest wrecking ball. Luckily, it only wrecked property, not people.
Sana walang naipit.
One ship was docked off the coast of Australia when the crew of an approaching freighter completely lost control. With no way to avoid a collision by changing course, both crews could do nothing but watch and record the entire incident.
Wow!
Lo, ilang uwo mo ng floor.
Motor! Ay, lo.
Turns out, after you isn't in the captain's handbook. A pedestrian bridge in southwestern Ecuador couldn't withstand a collision with a small boat. People were briefly stranded on the remaining section of the bridge before being safely evacuated. The only damage reported was to the boat's hull and the bridge's structure.
Suami batıyor şu anda. Hızlı batıyor.
When the ship goes down, you don't wait for instructions. You jump for your life. Thankfully, everyone got out safely. As passengers enjoyed the stunning Norwegian views, the captain was fast asleep, though that didn't last for long.
Got out of his car and put a rope on the back of his. What the heck is he doing? Oh, dude. That thing's. Oh, it's gonna. Oh my god. Whoa.
You know it's bad when even the seagulls start laughing at you.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wow.
A person from Norway recorded the moment a cement truck crashed into nearby yachts, caused by a malfunction of the vehicle's equipment. Thanks for watching our channel. If the video series caught your attention, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content. Remember, awareness and preparation are key to staying safe. See you in the next video.